Hey everybody, welcome to the Mythic Table Town Hall meeting for January 2021. So we're going to jump right into things today. It'll be a quick one, hopefully, and we'll see how we do. Okay, bear with me 1 second as I bring this up. So today we have for our agenda, we've got a couple of announcements, not many. Want to give some kudos out to some of the team members who helped out. Some updates. We've got a little bit of a demonstration that Lucas is going to run us through. We're going to cover our plans a little bit. We'll go over what you can do to help and what we can do to help you. Okay, so want to welcome to the team a large number of people who joined us this month, or last month, I should say. We have Dalo, David, Andrea, Josh, Barry, Jordan, Elizabeth, Logan, Braden, and Dave. So welcome to the team, everybody. We're excited to have you here, and we're excited to see what you bring to the table. So for our kudos for the month of December, we really want to thank Lucas for helping out with Yellow Alert. So Yellow Alert is our milestone that we're using to kind of reduce our technical debt and make things a little bit easier. We also want to thank Lucas for his presence on Discord. I don't know if anybody watching this is on our Discord channel, but they'll know that we're pretty active on there, and have other developers jumping in and participating is great. It takes a lot of pressure off me. I also want to thank Sarah and James for their help with the administration tasks. So running a nonprofit is not hard, but there's a lot of little niggly things that we need to do. And Sarah and James jumped in to help out with that. So for updates, the Yellow Alert milestone is proven to be a really great success. We've made a lot of great changes. We've solidified how we want to do front-end testing. We've introduced coverage tools that integrate directly with our merge requests. And we're starting to change our procedures around how we deal with testing and code quality, which is going to be fantastic moving forward. So as of right now, we have over 6,400 users on the first playable, which is amazing. Now, some of those are going to be guest users because this is just a dump from the database to take a look. But still, we have about 200 active users per day that are jumping in and using Mythic Table for their regular games. We've also welcomed a new 31 patrons to our Patreon account, which is fantastic. We're getting to the point now where we're covering our server costs, our infrastructure costs, which is great. And that's our first phase that we want for Patreon. So thank you very much for that. So moving right along, Lucas, if you are able to, I would like to give you an opportunity to show us what you've been working on. You may be muted.
I am, sorry. Yeah, I'm just getting screen sharing working.
Okay.
Here we go. You can see this okay? Okay, so hopping right into our just my testing campaign here. A lot of the changes that I've been focusing on recently have been dealing with the chat over here. So the first thing you'll notice is the chat now will take up the full screen if you collapse everything else. Same with other windows. It now just allows more room for you to do whatever you need to do. The other things you'll notice right here, quite prominently, we have a new design to our dice roller. It will break out all of the dice. So if I type in 20d20, I get a overview of exactly what each dice was rolled, and then the total over here on the left. This also allows for use in other systems. So for instance, Shadowrun, if you're trying to count how many things are over 5 for successes, So you can now type in an amount of d6 and then greater than 5, and it'll count how many successes and still give you a readout of all of them. Other things that you're going to notice here from Jose, we've collapsed messages that are sent like very quickly after each other down into just one single block. So it takes up a whole lot less space. And we've redone the integrated dice roller as well. So rolling a die within a message has all the same improvements. So you can just click on the die result and you'll get exactly what each one does. And that also works if you roll a bunch of dice. So you get all of them in this nice scrollable popover window. Some other just quality of life things. If you hit the up arrow, it'll grab your most recent message and you can just send that again. So if you're doing a lot of the same roll over and over and over again, you can just recall that. Other things that are new as of last town hall are we've got a grid adjustment tool. So now you can adjust how much of the grid is shown and how thick these lines are and the color of them. This is still in active development, so it's still a little bit a ways from FP, but those are other things that are in the works. So that's kind of a high level overview of what we've been working on.
Great. Thanks, Lucas. That's fantastic. We're excited to see some of these things come through, especially in a milestone where we're not actually planning on doing much more than improvement projects and whatnot. So this is really fantastic to see. Okay, so moving on, our plans coming up. Our Yellow Alert milestone finishes in 1 week, basically. So after that, if we don't get everything done, we don't get everything done. The Yellow Alert milestone was such a success that we're planning on repeating this in the future. So we'll have further milestones where we're doing nothing but bringing down our technical debt. We are also continuing the Kickstarter planning. And we've gotten a lot of help from some really great people out there. We've gotten a lot of feedback on our plans, and we've put together something that we hope everyone's going to be really excited for. So give us a couple of weeks to put that together, we're hoping, and we should have some news. So stay tuned for that. Okay. So what can you do to help us? So if you guys remember the last town hall, this slide is exactly the same. So nothing has changed here. If you want to help Mythic Table, this is how we help. So you can try our first playable. Send us your feedback. Jump on Discord. We're always welcome to feedback, suggestions, comments, concerns, what have you. And spread the word. Tell your friends about us. Share our posts. Do anything that you can to get us out there, because we are nonprofit. We don't have a lot of money. We don't do any advertising. We depend on word of mouth for everything that we do. So anything you can do to help us would be great. So at this point, I'd like to open up the floor and allow those who attended this meeting to ask any questions they have, or any comments, or make any suggestions. So what do we have today, guys? Sure.
I have a question. So I literally just found out about Mythic Table like yesterday, and I wanted to see if what the process would be if you guys need any additional help on the project itself. I'm in between jobs, so I have plenty of time, and I really like tabletop gaming, so it seemed like a good fit.
Awesome. That's fantastic. I'm glad you asked that. This topic has come up a number of times in the past couple of months. So we've got a lot of new people that have come in to help out. And I find myself explaining this quite a bit. Mythic Table is a little bit different than a regular open source project. We're a little bit closer to an in-studio software company. Although we're all remote, of course. I think everyone's remote these days. But we work together, we plan together, we program together, we do all of that stuff together. We revise our process together, and we build the organization together. So generally when people are interested in working on Mythic Table, what I like to do is make sure that they understand that this is not just our project. We don't really have a group of maintainers who make sure that pull requests that are going through are exactly what we want. And we don't get a lot of anonymous pull requests. Most people who join and help out with a team come right on board, and they're welcome to do any part of the process of organizing Mythic Table. So what I welcome you to do is chat with us on Discord, meet the team members, see what you like to do, see if it's a good fit for you. And if it is, then welcome on board, because we could use the help for sure. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, Discord is the main form of chat for you guys, or do you have like a Slack channel that you work with, or is that after the fact?
That's a good question. So Discord is it's kind of our doorway into the community. It's our preferred mechanism for talking to the community, but it's not our preferred mechanism for organizing our work. We use Slack for that. So we have a dedicated Slack server that's specific for working on Mythic Table. We use a lot of Slack hooks that integrate in with GitLab and with our monitoring systems that we don't necessarily want to flood our community with. So we have a distinction between the two of them. But Discord is absolutely the first step. Come on Discord, chat with us, and then if you like what you hear, we'll bring you into Slack and introduce you to the project. Great. Cool. Are there any other questions? Good, good. So like always, if there are any questions that come up during the month or anything at all, you can always feel free to reach out to us on Discord, email, however. We're open to, we're open to suggestions, and we're open to your comments. So again, thank you everybody for joining us, and thank you for supporting Mythic Table. All right. And